So the 7,500 point of sale tax credit that some Teslas qualify for is officially going away on September 30th of this year, which is the last day of Tesla's third quarter, meaning that there are going to be a lot of people in this third quarter who are going to try to take advantage of that tax credit, and a lot of people are going to be getting new Teslas. So I said to myself, well, we're having a lot of people getting new Teslas. It'd be really good to make a video going over things to look out for and common mistakes to avoid when getting a new Tesla, or if you're new to the brand and this is your first one or your first EV in general, certain things still kind of carry over between different brands. So in this video, we're going to be going over those common mistakes and things to look out for when getting your new Tesla. So let's get into it.
Now, the first thing to avoid is not inspecting your Tesla when you take delivery. When your delivery day comes and you head to the service center to pick up your new Tesla, it is important to find your Tesla in the lot and inspect the vehicle for scratches, dents, paint issues, panel gaps, and any other damages that could be present. Tesla is unfortunately notorious for having some quality control issues. This applies to both the exterior and interior of the vehicle, so make sure to inspect everything very carefully before you accept delivery. Now, the big thing that is important to note is that Tesla will fix any defect you find during the delivery for free, so it is important to make a service appointment right away, which you can do right from your Tesla's app. One other very important thing to know is that if you don't find any defect when you take delivery, but then you notice something a couple days later after taking delivery, you must schedule a service appointment before the car has 100 miles on it. Anything you report and make a service appointment for after delivery must be scheduled before the odometer hits 100 miles. This is just what Tesla's policy is when it comes to fixing things for free after taking delivery. So make sure you are inspecting your Tesla inside and out before you accept the vehicle during your delivery day. The next thing to avoid is ignoring software updates. Yes, just like your tablet or cell phone, your Tesla will receive software updates to add new features and routinely improve the vehicle's performance and fix other software-related issues. Whenever you see an orange arrow on the top of your screen, that is your sign that a new update is ready to be downloaded and installed. So make sure to stay on top of your new updates for your Tesla so you don't make your Tesla outdated, since ignoring software updates can leave you with poor functionality or unresolved software issues. Now, another thing to be aware of is your charging plan. When getting your Tesla or any other EV, it is important to plan out how you will charge the vehicle. There are mainly two options. The first option is home charging, which involves either charging on a normal 120 volt outlet or upgrading to a 240 volt outlet or a Tesla's destination charger. If you don't drive a lot, then a normal 120 volt outlet can work out just fine for you, since charging on a 120 volt outlet can get you around 35 to 40 miles of range overnight, which is adequate for most people since the majority of drivers only drive around 38 miles a day on average. Where the 240 volt outlet or Tesla destination charger can add about 30 to 45 miles per hour charged. So if you drive a lot, then installing a 240 volt outlet or destination charger might be better for you. And the other option is just to live off the superchargers. This is mainly the method that most people use when they live in an apartment complex and don't have a garage space to charge. In this case, you just treat the superchargers like gas stations. You just go when you need to charge, which should take around 25 minutes to charge up to 80%, and then you just go back to the supercharger every 3 to 4 days on average when you need to charge again. If you decide to live off of the superchargers, then I recommend that you try to charge early in the morning, since some superchargers will be cheaper to use than in the middle of the day, which will save you some money. Another thing to look out for is broken pin connectors at the superchargers. Since superchargers are available to the public, superchargers will sometimes have damage from careless people. And one thing that can happen from time to time is bent or damaged pins in the charger plug. If you pull up to the supercharger stall, check the pins before using it, since these bent pins can result in damage to your charger port on your Tesla. This happened to me before, and it resulted in me having to take my Tesla in for service to repair the charging port. So make sure that you are checking for broken or damaged pins when you go to supercharge. Next is knowing the difference between autopilot and full self-driving. It is very easy for someone who is new to Tesla to not understand the difference. So to start off, autopilot comes standard in every Tesla. It is a driver assist that keeps your Tesla centered in the lane and can regulate your speed while also auto steering. And it should only be used on the freeway roads for long distance driving like road trips or a long commute. Think of it as an advanced version of cruise control, whereas full self-driving is exactly what it sounds like. With full self-driving, you just punch in your destination on the navigation screen and then start full self-driving from the screen, and the car will drive itself on either the city streets or on the freeway. changing lanes, stopping at intersections, yielding to pedestrians are all things that full self-driving can handle. But be aware that Tesla's full self-driving is still labeled as supervised, so the car will still monitor your eyes to make sure you are paying attention to the road through the camera above the rear view mirror. Full self-driving isn't at the level yet where you can completely let the car handle things, so make sure that you are paying attention to the road when using full self-driving. So remember, only use Autopilot on the freeways for long road trips or commutes, whereas full self-driving can drive in any scenario with your supervision. This next one will save you a trip to the service center, and that is closing the front trunk properly. Since Teslas do not have a traditional engine like a gas car, Tesla engineers have managed to add storage under the Tesla's front hood. But unlike a traditional gas car, you do not slam this front hood shut when you want to close it. Instead, gently lower the front hood, and once it is all the way down, take both hands and firmly apply pressure until you hear the front trunk lock back into place. So make sure you are not slamming your front trunk's hood down like a gas car's hood. And finally, it is important to know about your Tesla's center screen controls. For people who are not very tech savvy, Tesla's center screen can be very intimidating. And when most people who are used to cell phones and other screen related devices will pick up on the controls just fine, there will definitely be a good amount of people who are doing themselves a disservice by not taking the time to get familiar with the center screen. The center screen contains most of the controls and settings for the vehicle, so if someone isn't familiar with the center screen because they are technology illiterate, then a Tesla might not be for them. So make sure if you are someone who isn't very tech savvy, you take some time to get familiar and comfortable with the center screen and all the controls that it has, so you don't get frustrated when you want to adjust any of the settings for the car.
And so, there you have it. Those are some common things to look out for and some common mistakes that people typically make when getting their new Tesla. And if you haven't ordered your new Tesla yet, feel free to use my Tesla referral code. It'll be in the description down below. You just click the link, it'll take you right to the website and automatically apply my referral. And what that will do, it will get you 3 months of full self-driving for free, which is about a $300 value. Plus, it's good for you because you get to try out full self-driving, which is definitely worth experiencing at this point. It's getting really, really good. And if for some reason you're having a difficulty deciding which Tesla you want to get, if you're looking to get the Tesla Model 3 or the Tesla Model Y, I made a video going over both of those, and you can click that video right up here to help you make your decision to see which is better for you, being the Model 3 or the Model Y. Till then, everybody, I appreciate once again that you made it this far into the video, and I'll see you next time.